Hi everyone, welcome back to Goblin Guys. I am DM Daddy Mike, and we are here with the Northern Route. Say hi everyone.
Hi everyone.
As you may notice, we have a new addition to our thing in the corner. We have a little QR code that we're going to be showing the rest of the stream because we are sponsored tonight by Gamely. And today's campaign is sponsored by Gamely. We all know that dating is hard, and swiping on ordinary dating apps sucks even more. With Gamely, you'll find people who share your love of video games, board games, TTRPGs, and all things nerdy. So thank you, Gamely, for sponsoring.
Wait, well, I'm sold.
And if you use the code Goblin Guys, you get the first 3 months for free. So make sure you do that to find other nerds. I did use it, actually. I found someone, because it's not just dating, you can also just find friends. I found someone to do...
As it were.
Yeah. No, it was someone who lived, I think, out in New Jersey, but, like, we played Overwatch 2. I'm trying to, like, play that again, and I'm like, I am so bad at it. But I don't think I have a friend anymore, because the guy was like, oh, you're good at this. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good at this. And I thought I was good. I'm not. I brought it down, so... Keep trying. Keep trying. So yeah, use that code. It's going to be up all night. So thank you, Gamely, again. But that's going to bring us into the question, the warm-up question for each of you. Before we get into the recap, please go around the table and tell me what each of your characters' ideal first date or just regular date would be. Who wants to go first?
I'll go, sure. Hi, everybody. I think Harlow's, really any date for Harlow, first, last, is a good day and a good date. But I think ideally, they would definitely go see some music. They would definitely go to like a local pub. Nothing too crazy. But they would definitely have sex first. It'd be like they're having sex at like 5:30 in the afternoon. So then like they can get like loaded baked potatoes. They can get, you know what I mean? They can like chow down, enjoy themselves.
Chow down at Chick-fil-A.
And then if there's like a round two later, or even just a cuddle sesh, that's different. But they've gotten like the hard work out of the way, and then can just relax.
I like that.
Yeah.
What kind of music pub would he go to? It would be like an Irish pub.
Oh, well, it's like, what music is this that exists in his world? But
you'd be free to wherever you want to go.
In my head, it's very throwbacky '90s coffee shop kind of vibe.
I can see that for him.
Yeah.
Antonio, what would Agnes's first date be like? Or last date?
She doesn't remember.
She doesn't remember.
It's been like 280 years, so... No, but in all seriousness, she probably wouldn't go on a date because she's such a surly fuck that she'd be in the laboratory doing something.
Yeah, I see that.
That's her. Yeah.
Well...
nothing that interesting for Agnes.
If you can't date yourself, how are you going to date somebody else? Can I get an amen? Is that how... Victor, what would Zephyrell's... he's been on a date.
He's been on a date, yeah. I feel like in a perfect world, he's the one that's kind of being pursued in this. I feel like
he likes the chase.
He likes to chase. I think he likes that storybook vibe of like a picnic in the garden that like Malik or whoever he may date in the future made for him. And there's like little I don't know, cutesy little flowers in the basket as well. He likes that little rom-com vibe for sure.
Not to spoil anything, but last episode Malik made last couple episodes in the Southern Route, Malik made an appearance.
What?
Yes.
Oh my god, okay, we need to go south.
Yes, maybe he's dating someone else.
Fuck. Oh my god.
No!
Austin, what is Ten's ideal date?
I think Ten would like to do something that's like practical, like a cooking class.
Okay.
Or like a craft class.
Always learning something.
Yeah, followed by like a long stroll, like in the park or a coast or somewhere with stars that just can like have a nice conversation and take in like the view and think about things. And he will walk you home, make sure you're safe.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we will... I'm going to forego all the combat tonight. It's just going to be a dating sim for each of you.
Oh, great.
So, just full role play. No. We are going to get into where we currently are. You are all in the town of Dragon Falls. You took your...
So pixelated.
I know, it's far away. You're in the town of Dragon Falls. You took your airship, the folding ship that is now powered by the Warforged Lucky 7. I have a lot of Warforged that I have to keep track of. And you crash landed, or you were attacked by an amethyst dragon, fought it off, landed in Dragon Falls, and we're searching for the Alum bongos, or the Alum drum, as a set of drums that are part of a mystical set of instruments that can grant any wish possible. Zephyr is leading the charge for this. You're one of your partners, Harlow, and you enlisted the help of an individual known as Arwen, who is a recent divorcee, and his dog Weenie Jr. to help you find the ancient temple where
Good boy.
the bongo lives is situated. You managed to get to the temple, did some exploration, but unfortunately you came across a beast who was licking her wounds. And I'm gonna put this lady right here, a Jabberwocky, the original form of the Morrigan, a hag, an ancient hag from the Feywild, or from beyond. And so this is her lair. That you're all here. You've, I believe, are all connecting or have all made contact with her, but Agnes was the one who was originally drawn in, as you all discovered that it was a symbol on her back, the triangle that goes down and the triangle that goes up, that you originally thought was the mystical drum itself is actually the curse that keeps Agnes immortal, as she found out the truth of the gods themselves. Now, Agnes, the way I'm going to play this is that you now know the truth that all the gods of order and all the gods of evil and chaos are basically the same. So there's always a counterpart to one, where Pelor, the god of the sun, his counterpart is Asmodeus, the god of the nine hells. So if there's a god of chaos, there's a god of an order. And so they keep this as like the fuel, the conflict, to keep people faithful. You know, there's always something, but it's all in service of the gods not stealing, but harvesting people's faith to keep them within this machine. But you know that if you share this information, anyone else will be cursed with this immortality, because you are barred from the afterlife, because you discovered this, because you were so nosy in the Library of Lantern. So as she sets you down, she looks to each of you, and the Morrigan's gaze fixes upon you, Harlow.
Okay.
And the crimson golden threads tighten visibly around your body as she says, "They call you prince because it sounds kinder than sacrifice. The court of seasons, the gods, the lattice itself, all of them survive because souls like yours are fed into the machine willingly. They dressed your cage in prophecy and called it purpose. Tell me, Harlow, if fate demands your suffering forever, why do you still believe it deserves obedience?" She then turns to you, Ten, and says, "You are trapped here just as I am. The divine lattice does not merely guide fate, it seals worlds shut and chains travelers to planes they were never meant to remain upon. You crossed the stars freely before the gods built this prison around reality, and now you march across a dying world while your people drift beyond your reach. Destroy the lattice, Ten, and the roads between worlds open once more. Don't you wish to finally go home?" As she turns to you, Zephyr, you feel your skull vibrate as it begins leaking the Vivicar, and she points at it as it kind of like swirls back around her finger, and she says, "Vivicar is not power, it is life itself. It is chaos, possibility, the blood of the shattered star, your ancestor, the goddess of starlight and guidance before others betrayed her." There's like puddles beneath your feet, and you feel, she says, the water beneath you fractures into constellations. The gods carved her apart and trapped her within the God Eater because they feared what mortals might become without fate controlling them. She does not wish to rule this world, Zephyr. She wishes the gods dead so possibility itself can finally breathe again. And then finally, Agnes, you feel this tightening in your chest as she says, "You already discovered the truth they fear most. Gods are the creatures feeding upon mortal faith while pretending to offer salvation. As she says this, you all see this like vision of empty streets and plague-ridden homes. Agnes, you feel like you know this place. There's a mountain, and there's holes in the mountain. There's like homes, like hobbit holes built in. This is your hometown.
Are they gnomish
There are gnomish holes. And when you uncovered that truth, they barred you from death itself, because the afterlife cannot survive what you know spreading further. Imagine a world without them, Agnes. No gods directing lives, no divine hands teaching mortals how to kneel. I ask you all, will you help me kill the gods? And this is, as you entered in, she is a Frankenstein monster, if that even. Something that none of you have ever really seen before. Harlow, there's like, as an elf of elven blood, she is like, there's a part of you that it knows this is a creature to fear. It's like baked into your being. But none of you have ever seen a hag in this form before. She appears incredibly powerful. You notice that this room is littered with bones of an ancient red dragon that she has used pieces of his body to kind of reconstruct herself. So there's like red scales and wings kind of like that she has pieced and cobbled together on her person. She seems weak, but you don't know how powerful she is. So at this point, she's asking you all to join her in destroying the divine power of this world.
Well, you know, it seems like everybody I'm meeting lately is asking me to help them destroy the gods. Like this fella just a couple of days ago, we was up in this flying casino, and like next thing I know, they're asking me to destroy the gods. So like, I think, yeah, let's go for it. But you know, you say help you, like we'll help you, but like you got to do the work. And like, how do you plan to do this?
As she kind of reaches her claws out and she just casts this spell, and you see this chasm. It's like that scene in Final Fantasy X when you're looking at Xanarkand as it's going by.
Hell yeah.
It's just like she opens it up and you see this chasm. And you too feel as though this is the chasm from Neverwinter.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see it just kind of shift, and it becomes this like hole of fire and brimstone. And you realize that she says, the 9 hells, as it just pulls you all in. It's all a vision, but she's asking you basically, she says, here's the one the lattice is holding on with. And she shows this like amalgamation of this man with red horns and holding this ruby staff sitting in this throne of skulls. And she says, Asmodeus, kill him and the lattice falls. I've done my part. As you look around and she kind of pulls you up and all of your stomachs kind of drop. As you see this, it looks like a mountain floating in the sky, but it is shattered. And she says, my work with Shanti brought down Mount Celestia once. I am barred from doing this again without being destroyed. I ask you, descend to the hells and kill Asmodeus.
Well,
what's the benefit for us?
She's basically she's telling you that you're all trapped here, and that she's trying to explain that the gods are basically you. She says the gods are using you as cattle. They're harvesting your faith. You have no freedom here, no possibility. Don't you want to be who you once were? As she kind of like casts this illusion on you, Zephyriel, and you all see like this repeating kind of infinite pattern of Zephyriel, of like all these different possible versions of him. There's one with long black hair, there's one with a mohawk, there's one with 2 Maliks on each arm. It's like all these different versions of what could have happened. She's like, these can all be you. You can choose whatever you want. And then she snaps her fingers and it goes back to you. She says, you're not who you're supposed to be. And that she does this illusion again, and you see Zephyriel kind of get 4 arms, and then 4 legs, and then 2 heads. Your true recognize Harlow. This was Orax's true form when you saw him, and I'd say 10 make a history check.
2 levels of exhaustion, so 12. That's 8.
It does look familiar to you. This form, and you remember that this was what Agnes had seen as an image of the first people. So maybe the Morrigan is telling the truth. You're not sure.
Well, regardless of if we want to do it, what we get out of it, like, we's just a couple of adventurers. You're asking us to kill a god. Like, I don't think we can do that with our normal abilities. But you do have this drum that I'm seeking, and I've got this DOS loot right here. Please, if you don't know. And my girlfriend back in the other room, she's got one of these legendary instruments as well. See, we're trying to get all of them, and then we get a wish, right? So if you help us collect all of them, you can start by giving us that drum. We could just simply wish that Asmodeus is dead, right? And then Bob's your uncle. There we are.
You just see a smile go across her face. She says, "A drum for your service, I think, is a fair trade."
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
How we feeling?
I don't know. Do we need to kill the god now? Like, is that priority, Miss Dragon?
Wait. Is there?
Because there's another dragon on the way to the chasm that we
Is-
need to stop as well.
Can I do a history check?
You may do a history check.
What does Agnes know about this, and like, what could be the potential repercussions of killing the gods, according to her research? 19.
You did a history check.
Yeah.
So, based on your knowledge, you're not. I would say that you're not fully you're not a cleric by trade. You're a warlock
Right.
who was granted powers from a higher being to heal.
Who I still don't know.
You're starting to piece things together based on what she's told you.
Right.
Is that you are blessed by Palor himself,
Oh, it is Palor.
and Asmodeus,
It's both.
because they're the same being.
I see. Okay.
And so, based on your idea of the metaphysical kind of world, is that yes, the gods, if this is true, would throw the world into chaos, but in a way that is just who would you would lose this established series of events that people have been leaning on for the last couple of thousands of years.
Right.
People
so,
would survive. It wouldn't reality wouldn't collapse upon itself. It would just be
But societal collapse could happen.
potentially. But there's also people who don't really rely on the gods, and the gods exist. They give you blessings and they help, but they also manipulate and they destroy. So you are reminded of kind of like the nobles of Waterdeep, where there's this power dynamic where, hey, we can stay within this subservient world, this role, and be given the scraps of what the gods deem necessary, or we could just say fuck them, throw them out into the wilderness, let the god eaters have them, and then potentially become something better or different or new or more chaotic. You have this fleeting memory of when you were more of a wanderer, of just being like, hey, I can survive in the wilderness. I know what it takes to live in the woods or live in the desert if I need to. Does everyone else? You're not sure. And this is what it would be like, is that if you're basically forcing everyone, all mortal lives, into the wilderness of faith and possibility.
Since Agnes is probably an atheist, she's probably loving this.
Yes, I mean, this is what this is kind of the thing I've been not wrestling with, but throwing at you guys, is that how do atheists or agnostic people exist within the world of D&D?
Mm-hmm.
Because gods do exist and they do exert some level of pressure, but it is this idea of I want you to be able to choose whether or not you work with the gods.
Well, but also there's clearly like a not biological, but maybe celestial like hierarchy at work, right? Because god eaters are above gods now.
Yeah.
We're discovering. So, is there a food chain of gods?
As are you asking that to the Morrigan?
Yeah, she's gonna ask that.
The Morrigan kind of creaks her head and she smiles. She says, "Ever the professor." As she cuts herself with her long nail, and you see blue blood just kind of ooze out. And she says, "We're all part of the same chaos. It's about whether or not we're consumed in the end." As it seals back up.
It was Viviker, I imagine.
Yeah, it's the same as what's in your skull and what's inside you.
Okay. As a divinely born person, I'm conflicted. I feel like I wouldn't say yes to this, but she does have points about how I feel kind of restrictive in my current state of being. So I could be swayed either way. It just feels very. I feel like there's more to this that she's letting on.
Make an insight check.
Sure.
Or insight or religion, whatever you choose. This is going to be because you did have an encounter with your ancestor.
I did.
And that you discovered that you are descended from this mysterious goddess of starlight that doesn't necessarily exist within the pantheon of gods. She made it known that it was she was inside the god eater. She had been consumed.
Right.
What did you end up rolling?
21.
Yeah, you're conflicted because yes, you're descended from this goddess, but you also know that like the gods basically destroyed her. They sacrificed her so that they could get away from the gods.
She wanted to destroy humans.
She wants to destroy the gods.
The gods. Okay, so okay.
You in your time in Neverwinter, you discovered you had an ability that's similar to certain to your goddess, is like the ability of guidance. You've guided people this whole time in various different ways, but also in very direct ways. That if you are consumed by a beast, you're able to control it from the inside. You did that with that mutated behemoth and one of the layers of the chasm, and you tried to do it with the god eater, but there was already someone inside there, which was your ancestor. So there's this feeling for you of just being like revenge, retribution, justice for your family, but you have no ties to this woman, to this goddess. You don't know her. She has no name. But you you start to feel that like hatred or like resentment deep inside your body, and you can't. So you start to realize you don't recognize where you start and the skull stops, and where Viviker ends, and the god eater and Ten and the goddess and everything. You're starting to kind of that like echo moment where you saw all these possibilities. It's like, oh, everything really is connected in some way, shape, or form. It's death, it's order, it's destruction, it's the end. Those are the things that are against what you are, which is possibility, life, like chaos in a way. Chaos isn't necessarily a bad thing. You've had a very chaotic last couple of months, but you've met people that you've loved, you've met people that you trust, you've also met people that are trying to kill you. So it's a mixed bag. But whether or not there's benefit to this, you're not sure. But how do you feel?
I'm very conflicted. I have a lot of emotions. I think Zeph would just try like throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what would kind of free him of all these different turmoils. I think he would be convinced to try to kill the god.
Do you kill Asmodeus?
Asmodeus.
And then 10, how do you feel?
10, her argument toward 10 isn't persuasive. He has no memory of being a Gith. He doesn't see himself as a Gith. He made himself here, and did not ask for anything in his existence, but has created a life here from very little. He doesn't interact with the gods. Even though he's a paladin, he derives his power from the people. And the potential of so many people being thrown into chaos and their lives upended because of this entity we have just met, who is another person who is sort of railroading him into making decisions. The only entities that he's been railroaded into being made decisions for haven't been gods, they've been people. So her argument here isn't compelling to him.
Fair.
And I think Ten looks at the Morrigan and goes, for someone we have just met, you are asking an immense favor. And I think the least you can do is ensure to us that you are being truthful. And he casts Zone of Truth on her.
Okay.
She has to make a charisma saving throw.
Alright. Let me get to her stats. Come on, Morrigan. Charisma, you said, right? Bless
Yes,
you.
excuse me.
She wasn't expecting that. That is a 6.
Ooh.
It's a 15 save.
What does the Zone of Truth look like?
So, it is sort of like how when 0.5 is constructed, it's just like a green circle 15 feet wide, sort of just emerges like a digital grid around her. And while she's in that sphere, she cannot lie. She can be evasive, but she cannot lie.
Okay. You get the sense that she wasn't expecting it, but she's also not upset by this. And she says, "Ask your question, little man."
What do you get from this?
Freedom.
From
As
what?
she says, many years ago, I was on this plane, and she just claps, and you see like darkness, and then you see volcanoes and like just these undulating, weird, untethered shapes. She says, "This world was my playground." As you could see this old woman just like pulling the essence of things apart and pulling them together. And she looks up and she sees these like flashing lights kind of coming through and this gate being formed as she tries her best to leave, and she can't. The gods came, they found this plane escaping. My father. As you see this like green circular eye with a spiral like looking through. I cannot leave. I am trapped here. The gate, the divine lattice, prevents me from going forward. Why should I be trapped here?
What will you do with your freedom?
Go back to where I first came. And you see her like her going back even further, and this part of the God Eater just sloughs off, and it's just like this undulating mass of tentacles and wings and eyes as it just goes off into the astral sea. She says, "We all come from one thing, chaos. I just want to return." And I will keep trying. And if you do not help me, I will find someone else who will.
Agnes pipes up. What are the intentions of the God Eaters?
To eat the gods.
Beyond that, what happens when they've already eaten the gods? Then what do they eat?
The God Eater only eats what it once needed, what it once was a part of. Chaos was this world to begin with, this existence. The gods are beings of chaos that projected it. Mutations. The idea of order came from chaos. God Eaters were created to reabsorb what they once lost. And so she tells this story of how the gods, I'd say, Harlow, you can make a history check if you'd like.
Okay.
She tells the story of how the gods, like everything, it's like in the beginning there was chaos. I mean, you've understood this, Harlow, from like your gleaming of basic history as a god, as a bard. But like, there are chaotic gods. There are gods that live in chaos, but it's like they still maintain the idea of living within an ordered structure, something that you can all conceive of. The idea of a goddess of the ocean makes sense because you understand what an ocean is.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it also brings it down to a lower level. Like, gods exist like in this world of being inconceivable, and by lowering themselves, making themselves smaller, it kind of limits mortals as well to a certain extent. It dilutes it. Whereas like the idea of chaos just has always existed, but because your brains are so puny and small, you lower the idea of what chaos is by not fully understanding it. That's the best way that she can describe it, is that it's all about going back to the origin, which is chaotic nothingness, or chaotic everything, and the God Eaters just looking to reconsume what it once lost. It's almost like a force of nature.
Okay.
She says, if you were to help me, there is a troublemaker looking to build hellfire. As she kind of puts her claw over one of the puddles, and you all see an orange tiefling with white spots. And Agnes, you know who this person is. This is Zephyriel. This is Zeminel. Sorry.
I was like,
Too
wait,
many
what?
Z names.
Mine.
This is Zeminel, your old teammate from Waterdeep, and you see, you see that he's collecting things. You see that he's collecting a bloodied cloth, and he's looking at the horn of a blue tiefling woman dressed in pirate garb.
Blue?
A blue tiefling woman.
Is it Conjar?
No.
Oh wait, blue.
You don't know this woman.
Okay.
She's dressed as a pirate, and she's got gold horns. And she says, if you're to help me, you must stop this young boy from creating hellfire for his father. You do not know what she's talking about.
Okay.
It does not make sense to you.
Okay.
She looks at the two of you, Zephyriel and Harlow, and she says, find your instruments, make your wish. But my daughter will be in contact to help you kill the god of the hells.
Have we met her before?
No, you have not.
Okay.
And then she looks at you, Ten, and she says, I know you do not trust me. You have no reason to. But we both want the same thing. Freedom. I can get you back to your friends. But your city is ambered. And she breaks off her claw, and she says, if you take this, you can destroy the amber.
10 takes it. Because he's being truthful.
And you all feel as though you've made this very heavy choice. The gods they see you, they look at you. It's almost as like you've been marked in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Harlow, you feel this freedom because you know that there's a path that had been set out for you to sit on a throne that you had no desire to, and even to the point of an older version of you made yourself forget potentially. You don't know what this means for you, but it is potentially a way out. She smiles at you as she kind of pulls up this bongo from her hoard, and she just kind of plops it in front of you. She says, I hope you wish well.
Thanks, love.
10, she looks at you and she says, you do this, I bring your people back. 2 of your brethren have been killed. I can bring them back for you. I can bring you back your memories that you once lost.
Very well.
And then she looks at you, Zephyriel, and she says, oh, that boy, that heart of yours.
so.
His people want to rebuild the lattice, and you are now fighting against him. How will this chaos ensue?
Well, now I'm conflicted again.
And then Agnes, she looks at you and she says, "You have no choice. You're here forever with me. It's you and me till the end, unless we open this gate and destroy the gods."
Yeah, I've been through worse.
That being said, I will be going. And she disappears. You guys have avoided conflict with Morrigan.
That's crazy.
Great.
The trade-off is that you have now agreed to kill
To kill a god.
to kill the gods. Not just a god, the gods.
All of them.
All
All
of
of
them.
Well,
So
we loosely agreed.
yeah, we didn't shake any hands or anything.
You weren't in the zone of truth.
Wait. So I have a few like above table
Yes.
clarifying questions. The Adonis, what's his name?
Orax.
Asmodeus.
The hell god.
Oh, Asmodeus.
Asmodeus. So if we kill him, it'll be like a domino effect with
Yeah.
the rest of the gods. Okay.
So, Agnes, make a history check, because you would know this from just your time with your friends.
15.
So, the Morrigan was involved in an incident over a year ago in the Desert Valley where she tried to kill Asmodeus there as part of a long-term ritual that she failed at. A group of people stopped her from doing it. It involved the... Oh, crap. I think we're offline for some reason. Let me just re-up this. No, we're back on. She tried to use the goddess of nature as like this bargaining chip to marry Asmodeus, and in that she was going to trap him on the material plane and kill him, but she was stopped by a group of people. Above table, this was Antonio's original group.
Gotcha.
That was the end of their campaign. They fought the Morrigan.
Gotcha.
We sent her where she's at.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
And so the linchpins of the divine lattice was the Mount Celestia, which is where all the gods of order and good live, like Pelor and Bahamut and Shanti, all the good ones. And then there's the Nine Hells, which is the other linchpin. So one linchpin has been destroyed. The other one is the Nine Hells. If that's destroyed, the whole divine lattice is then broken apart.
I see. Okay.
So that's why Asmodeus is one. You don't know this, but is one part of the same side of the coin. Agnes does know this, so it is kind of like.
But I can't tell them.
You know that if you were to share that, the only person
You'll
you
mark
can,
them.
you would mark them,
Okay.
and
Okay.
it's up to you to give them that information, because they would then know this, but then they would also carry that curse of being immortal.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, the larger question is, what happens to anyone that draws magic from the divine?
Or like
Would we lose
tiefling,
it?
demon-born people.
Yeah, would they all?
You don't know. I'd say you both can make. You can make a religion check, 10, or a straight like I don't know intelligence check, or wisdom check. I guess whichever one you prefer.
Just him?
You could do it as well.
So, because I'm exhausted still, 8.
Okay.
14.
I mean, 10 is the perfect example here. He is able to draw upon the abilities of the divine, but does not worship a god. But you don't know what it means
But
for.
he's also a construct.
He's also he's a construct, but also a being in a suit of armor. He's drawing his faith upon the people, not the gods. So there is the ability to draw upon this power. It's just not as easy, if that makes sense. Like, this is someone who's dedicated himself fully to the people of Baldur's Gate. So it's a lot easier for him, potentially. But it's just it's like a different form of worship. But this idea that you're all trapped in this divine game of death, rebirth, and just being harvested for your faith and no escape. But you don't know any better. You've been here your entire lives. What does that mean? And you also have, Harlow, added vested interest because Sitting upon the throne means that you'll be there for the rest of your life until you die, with no freedom.
Right.
So what happens to him? Is he considered divine since he controls fates or like sees people's fates?
I mean, he would be considered divine if he fully took his role as the King of Twilight. If you sat upon the throne, wore your armor, and held the divine lattice together, you know that she's probably targeting you specifically because of your responsibilities, your fate, essentially.
Yeah.
But you've been shirking it. You've been avoiding it. But it also is strange because you've been told that the cape you wear is part of your armor set, but you also look at your friend Ten. Has this been discussed yet?
That the helmet is?
Yeah. The helmet that you're supposed to wear is Ten's head.
Yeah.
But your friend Zephyral is also holding Ten's head. So what does this mean? I'm not sure. You guys decide. As you guys are all kind of wrestling with this, Zephyr and Arwen kind of poke their head and they're like, "Is it gone?" And she says, "Is everything okay? Are you guys okay?"
Well, we got the drum, so you know that's good.
Okay. And she takes it and she's like, "Weird. All right. Oh, we found this," and she pulls out a journal. She says, "I can't read it as well.
Is it primordial?
Actually, I think it's Draconic."
I can also read Draconic.
And she hands it over to you.
Start analyzing.
It's a field journal from someone named Russell Helvin.
Okay.
And he makes mention of he's been on a journey over the last year or so. He says, "Okay, I've made it," and he's coming from the west, so he's going east. And he says, "I've been sent by my mother to investigate the location of the Morrigan after her disappearance from the Desert Valley. I believe she's further east of where I currently am." And as you're kind of going backwards, like this is like the latest entry, and it says, "I believe she's somewhere near Dragon Falls. I'll be checking in periodically." The previous entry, he's like, "A myth drainer, a long-abandoned elven city, is said to contain untouched magical relics and forbidden records. I believe Orax was searching for knowledge hidden beneath its ruins, including references to ancient celestial lineages tied to unknown gods." He also says, "My journey to High Moon to the south, I met with a woman named Hilgara Rhinemantle of the Court of Seasons. Her army of ice trolls were hunting for someone named the Prince of Twilight. I did not stay long enough to see if she recognized me, but I flew as fast as I could. The Twilight Cycle would love to secure my mother's aid, as well as mine and my brother's." And then he says, "Finally, to the far north, the town of Glister, a homeland built into the side of a mountain, quiet and unnerving. Thayan scientists are there looking for the forgotten history of the Plague Queen. I fear that the living disease is intended for mass release if they find what they're looking for. I'd say, Agnes, you can make a history check."
Above table.
Yeah, you know who it is.
I know who this is,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that was a big roll. 16.
16, 19.
You know Russell Helvin is a noted noble from the Desert Valley. He is the son of the noblewoman known as Isolde Helvin. And based on the information gathered by your friends, the Helvins are a secret family of red dragons. And do you tell them this? Are you translating this?
I'm reading it aloud in translation.
Like they're dragons.
Yeah, he said he flew.
And you, Agnes, as you hear this, you look up and you see this entire room is filled with red dragon bones.
Is this Russell? Are we in Russell?
I think we might be.
Oh no.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Why is this journal so small?
They're not always dragons. They also take on the form of other forms.
I see. Okay.
You, I'd say, Harlow, you would know that dragons can assume human form.
Yeah, I know that dragons can assume human.
I only know how to read Draconic. I don't have no idea about their cultures.
Oh my. This is not good.
Why is it not good?
Well, an entire family of red dragons being eaten by a Morrigan.
One of them has been eaten.
Oh, one of them.
Yeah.
This is.
Based on the journal, he went on a journey for his mother to find the Morrigan.
This is Elwyn's brother, by the way.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Half brother, technically.
Half brother, technically, yes.
But Ten doesn't know that elements.
No.
What do we do?
What does this mean?
You get the sense that there are 3 areas that
Right.
are interest to you.
Yes.
There is Myth Drainar, which is a magical city that was once very powerful, said to contain a lot of untouched magical material, but is potentially very dangerous.
Can we pull up the map?
Yes, I will do that. Good call.
Look
Good.
at us.
Look at us.
So cute.
There's my background.
So cute.
All right, so we will zoom out. So, as we can see, I'm gonna move you guys. So there's Myth Drainer here. So you guys are over here.
Okay.
There's Myth Drainer. Where's the other one?
Myth Drainer if you're nasty.
There's a High Moon down here.
That's where the ice trolls are.
That's where Hilgara is, which
Okay.
you 2 do know. You know Hilgara. And then where is
Glister?
Glister? It's over here somewhere. I saw it before. Oh, up here. Glister, you know, Agnes, that is where you're from. That is your hometown.
Are these a detour away from the what's the frickin' dragon called that's going towards the chasm?
The Tarask.
Tarask.
Um,
Are we detouring, or are we okay to like?
you don't know where the Tarask is.
Okay.
We're also very far,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Like from most of these
Yeah,
places.
yeah.
You can all, looking at your map, you can all get there by airship, but you'd only have you really can only choose one. Like
Okay.
the way I describe it is that the airship isn't powerful enough to like go long distances. Because Lucky 7 is using his actual body to charge it. So it is like the tiny Bronco from Final Fantasy VII. You can only go so far. So these Glister, Myth Drainer, and High Moon are within your distance of travel to get to.
Glister's where the Fae are plotting something.
They are looking into someone called the Plague Queen to potentially build a virus to kill all living things.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Can you give us a TLDR of the 3 again?
Yes. So we have High Moon.
Okay.
That has Hilgara Rhinemantle, who is she is from the Court of Seasons, a group of.
Did I meet her? Was she the one that I met? at
No,
Baldur's Gate?
she was the one that you didn't meet.
Gotcha.
You met all the others. Hilgara was in Neverwinter with these guys, looking.
Christmas episode.
Yeah, you did. That was one of my favorites, actually. We had
Yes,
a
very
Christmas festival where there was no combat. It was just
Games.
games. Yeah, Hilgara is there mounting an army of ice trolls to potentially lead some sort of mission towards the west, looking for the Prince of Twilight.
Well,
I think we avoid that, right?
Would not.
I am trying to keep a low profile.
Yeah.
I like
we got that under
attention,
control.
Not that much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then there's Glister, which the army of Fae is moving. They're basically, for all intents and purposes, they are moving across the northern part, and they're going west towards Neverwinter. They have reached Glister, and they're researching a potential queen of a plague queen information to build a disease potentially to kill all living things. And then there's Myth Draenor, which is just this ancient mystical city that has fallen into ruins that has potentially a lot of answers. But those are the three that Russell had gone to prior to Dragon Falls.
And we're also waiting to hear from the Morrigan's daughter.
She mentioned that she would make contact with you.
Okay, so that's just like a background
Yeah.
thing we can't act on.
I.
And what about the Hellfire thing?
Oh, that's another background
this
thing. I
Tifa
guess.
thing.
That's another yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know where
No.
Zeminel is, but you know that he's helping to build Hellfire.
Well, wait. When I looked in the magical mirror telescope,
Yeah.
did it reveal where he was, or I wasn't
You saw
sure?
that he was on a ship.
Okay.
You don't know where.
Okay.
I'm leaning towards Myth Draenor because I feel like I know it's like mysterious and dangerous, but it could be a lot of divine answers. It sounds like, and celestial answers. Because I feel like we're not prepared to confront a full Fae army just yet, and we can probably meet them more west once we are more, I don't know, geared up.
You have a point.
I mean, Agnes is very concerned about a new disease being made. Plus, when she was with her former group, they were investigating Fae, and Fae has been doing a lot of shit.
And Faye was already causing so many problems at Baldur's Gate as well.
Exactly.
And we got a lot of answers recently.
I mean, it's like an answer would be nice, but it sounds like Glister is the only one that has a ticking clock, a bomb to defuse.
Maybe potentially. I guess we might be captured, but it's better than a disease spreading across all of Faerun.
That's fair.
Maybe, I don't know. This Agnes's like doctor self is kicking in here, so
And 10 is like, plague is bad.
yeah.
Okay.
So, Glister?
I don't know.
Glister's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
It's 3 against 1. It's fine.
Glister it is.
Glister.
Well, what do you think?
Yeah, I think like Harlow is not.
We know you don't wanna go
he's
down
not
here.
quite as like altruistic as perhaps 10, but he doesn't like the sound of that either, and just think his practical nature is like if there's, you can learn answers at any time, but if there's someone making something that can potentially affect him and the people he does care about, then like let's go get rid of that thing.
Plus, he just wants to avoid High Moon.
Yeah, and it's as far away as possible.
And you get to say you're a hero.
Well, that sounds alright
Well
too.
taken.
Zephyr says, "Oh, we can write a fun little victory sonnet when you save the world from a disease."
Oh, well, darling, if you like it, I love it.
I'll start penning stuff now. As she's writing in her little journal, she says, "Who is this Russell though? He sounds fun."
Do I say what I know?
You can. She's basically. I'm giving you above table the ability to reveal this if you want.
Well, Agnes wouldn't have known that though.
You would. You would
I
have.
relayed the journal to you.
You would have known who the Helvins were based on what Safina.
Oh, but not their connection to
Elwyn. No.
Elwyn.
Maybe. Yeah, you would actually know that because because my idea is that everything that happened to the trauma bonds, Safina and Zeminel know, and they told you specifically.
Okay.
Because you knew them. You also knew this group as well.
Okay. Then yeah, I guess she'll tell the party about him and Russell and who he was, and his connection to Elwyn.
And you hear this 10. You say you hear Elwyn's name.
You know Elwyn?
Yeah, we've come across each other a couple of times. She's kind of a drunk, but,
She was a great help to me and my friends in Baldur's Gate.
I mean, it didn't say she wasn't a useful person, but
But
I bet she could drink.
This was her brother?
Well, half-brother, yes. She's an amethyst dragon.
Oh. We had no idea. She's just sort of a recluse in Baldur's Gate now, doing some sort of crazy research.
She wasn't like that when I met her. Things change.
Did you say an amethyst dragon?
Yeah.
You think she was the one that knocked us at that casino?
No, she was. Last I saw her, she was stuck in Baldur's Gate when it got stuck in time.
Oh, okay.
As far as I'm aware.
You can all roll a history, nature, or arcana check.
11.
9. Still exhausted.
11.
8.
We know nothing.
Yeah, you don't know anything about amethyst dragons. You know that there are red dragons. You know that there are some metallic dragons. You've never heard of an amethyst dragon, nor any sort of gem-like dragon before. They don't sound altogether common. So maybe the one that was attacking you was Elowen. You're not sure, but there was an amethyst dragon recently that did attack you multiple times.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that.
You know, in my years, I've not seen an amethyst dragon either.
Me
But she
neither.
doesn't always take that form either. She's usually, an elven woman.
She did not seem particularly draconic.
10, make a... I know I keep making you roll things, even though you're exhausted.
Yeah,
so.
I give him -4 to everything.
Wait, can I go up to him and put my hand on him and give him guidance for fuck's sake?
Do you have lesser restoration or anything?
Maybe actually.
Exhaustion is so punitive, and you gave me 2 levels of it.
Well, you were climbing a mountain.
How am I the only one exhausted?
I don't, but I can give him guidance.
All right.
Okay, out of 1d4.
Great, thank you.
You can roll just a history check. It's a low DC.
Oh I got a 2 anyway. With a 1, so it's a 3 minus
Yeah.
4, -1.
Your circuit boards are just fried. And you're just like
It's just blue screen of death.
um,
Modem sounds.
What's wrong with him?
yeah,
Ted
you,
just falls over.
yeah, you see
Sometimes
ten.
you just need to press the power button.
Turn it on and off. Blow in the cartridge. Yeah, Ten's exhausted, and Arwen is just like, it's getting late, and I gotta feed Weenie Jr. Are you guys done?
Yeah.
You're still here?
Well, you didn't pay me.
Oh,
Did we
right.
offer to pay him?
I guess we did.
I don't remember that.
I'm a guide. The whole thing, you convinced me to do this. I don't do this for free.
You should be paying us for giving your confidence back.
Yeah, we thought we were doing you a favor.
I thought we were doing this to restore your meaning in life.
Yeah, money. That's my meaning.
What's your fee, my love?
5 gold per person.
Ah,
Okay.
fine.
I can cover that.
I got your 5.
I push him into the zone of truth.
Yeah, how long is it active?
10 minutes.
Yeah, I'd say it's still active. You can easily just like pick him up and put him in there if you like.
Agnes,
How do I fix you? How do I fix you, Arwen? What is wrong with your life?
Agnes gives him 5 Werther's candies.
This is all I needed.
Oh, wow. That was easy.
He looks at you and he says, I think I need to move back home with my parents and work on repairing my relationship with my father before I can be one myself. And then come back home and work at co-parenting my young son.
That sounds like a great idea.
I'm holding him in the zone of truth. I pull him out, and I'm like, there you go.
And he looks at you and he's like, thanks. I should probably give up drinking too.
Yes, that would be very helpful to your finances. And
You know what? I don't need that 5 gold. You've all been very helpful.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wait.
She reaches into her endless bag, pulls out a vial of Vivica.
Maybe this will help.
I don't know what this is, but... And he just downs it.
Oh, not now. Okay.
And you just see him vibrating. And he's like, I can do anything. I'm ready for everything. And you just see this like blue blur just as he like is hasted and he just bolts away. You don't even know where he went.
I'm gonna count that as a win.
I do hope he finds
I
peace.
think I fixed it.
I have a good feeling.
Wait, do we know how to get out of here?
Zephyr's like, I think I can help, as she just kind of like floats up And she's like, yeah, I'll just guide you from up here, I think, as you spend the better part of the evening getting lost in the pathways and the trails down the mountain. Zephyr guides you as best she can, but you all get back to Dragon Falls, and you can take a long rest.
Thank God.
The next day, we will get into, but yeah, we're gonna take a break here, let everyone kind of reset, and we'll see you in a bit. All right, back to the table. Everyone got a big lore drop and took a long rest. I'd say that 10, you got all of your exhaustion points back because you took a secret elixir of monster energy drink. It's you got all of your exhaustion points.
Which monster?
Gelatinous cube.
Great.
Gelatinous cube?
Yes, it's green flavored.
Why is it thick?
Is there hair in there?
No, that's the owlbear one.
Ugh.
So yeah, you guys have the day in Dragon Falls. The ship, the pirate's booty, was being repaired outside of town by your ship captain, Rogar Coppertusk. Co-captain, sorry. Well, you're like the owner.
Yeah.
You own the yacht, you don't captain it.
Okay, fine.
Actually, like buying a hat. Just wear
Yeah,
it.
I like saw a little sailor hat. Like,
Do you want to look for a hat in
Yes.
Dragon Falls?
Oh my God, yes.
Make an investigation check.
Hell yeah. Okay. Hold on. I'm so excited. Investigation. Nope. Oh wait, actually maybe 16.
Yeah. Describe what your ideal captain's hat looks like.
I think it's like my attempt to be like a little bit like flirty and adventurous, but it's just like a classic like sailor hat, like it's blue and white striped. It has a little like it has skipper on it because I accept that I'm not the captain, but I want to be involved somehow. And it's like a cute little thing and a king with a bow tie that I wear more as a scarf to match Malik's scarf. As
Gotcha.
Well.
So you mean like it's not a
It's
caravat?
it's an untied bow tie that kind of like have it wrapped around. 'Cause
Okay.
I don't know how to tie it, so I'm
No.
kind of like.
Malik will show you once you find him.
Yeah.
But it just says skipper. Does it say it's skipper in common or a different language?
It says it in primordial.
All right, Calvin, if you're watching, make sure to update. No. So yeah, Zephyr comes out with this like, you had it specially embroidered because
Yeah.
the person doing it, she was behind the counter. She's like,
I wrote it down. It's like passage.
she's like, what is this language? As she's working on it, you all come out and it's just like, it looks like someone like slashed at the cap. It's just like in like very like weird language, but Zephyr just stands like very proudly. It's like,
Ahoy!
do you guys want to do anything else in Dragon Falls before you leave? There's a few shops you can explore or supplies you can get.
Sure. I would love to just hunt around for any more armor that I can wear that might be better than what I've got.
Yeah, there's the Dragon's Maw Outfitters, which is kind of like a general store.
Okay.
And kind of armor place. There's you can get a studded leather +1, which is about close to 1,000 gold.
Okay. So that would just add a +1 to my armor class?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, it's gray leather enforced with like tiny silver dragon scales. It looks like it's very fun looking. Anything else for anyone else?
Do they have pet supply stores? I want to buy 0.5 bandana.
Okay. Yeah. The make an investigation check for me.
I want magical items.
Okay.
That is an 8.
There's not really a pet supply store specifically, but you do find like a textile
Great.
home.
Me and 0.5 go there.
Okay. Yeah, it's I'd say you can. There's a lots of bolts of fabric and just kind of. It's more just like building like a clothery, like someone sewing behind the counter. There's nothing that you can buy, but you'd have to make something.
Okay. We select some magenta fabric to make a bandana for a giant digital wolf.
All right. Yeah. So you can buy like a bolt of fabric for about a gold.
Great.
And you'll have to. It'll take you the better part. We'll do a dexterity kind of crafting check on the ship.
A mini game. Love it.
Yes. You're looking for magical items.
I'll join Agnes in that.
Okay.
As well.
You find a place called the Gilded Hourglass. There are some potions for sale, and there's a few items as well. All right, what are you looking for, like, in particular?
I'm just curious what's out there.
All right. Both of you can make a investigation check for me, please.
Oh, fuck. 6.
7.
Oh, for the Gen Zers out there. 6, 7.
Let's not.
Vita.
God, none of us
67.
are Gen Z.
I'm Gen Z.
No, you're not.
I am 97.
You're the cutoff, bitch.
I'm the start.
I think you're the cutoff.
Mm-mm.
98 is the cutoff.
No, 97 is the cutoff.
Okay, fine.
You're choosing it?
I claim my youth.
Okay.
I'm proud.
How long do ASMRs live? We will find out. So there's a few items that you could potentially find. There is a hat of disguise for 750 gold.
Can't afford that.
There is a drift globe for 300 gold.
A drift globe.
Yeah, basically it's a globe that floats in front of you that casts light.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, there's a few potions of healing that you can buy, and some spell scrolls, some first and second level spell scrolls.
What's the hat?
The hat of disguise. Basically, it is a hat that you wear, and you could cast. It's not polymorph, but it's like seeming on yourself. You get to look like someone else.
I get to choose.
Yep.
When I wear it.
Mhm.
How much is it?
Hat of disguise is 750. You also have that hat that you got from your college that you founded. That also serves as a horn of warning.
It's kind of useless though.
You could. I would allow you to bring your hat in and try and combine it with the hat of disguise. It would cost a little bit extra though.
Okay, well I wanted to try and haggle anyway.
Okay. Make so the proprietor is this minotaur named Stonehoof,
Stonehoof, okay.
and he looks at you and he's like, "What do you want?"
Yeah, that hat looks a little old though.
Yeah, it's old. My grandmother made it.
Yeah, let me see the craftsmanship.
It's good. What are you trying to do here?
Looking at the stitch.
Don't fucking touch it if you're not gonna buy it. You break it, you buy it.
No, I want. Yeah, do you want a deal or do you not want a deal?
Make a persuasion check.
14. Where's my persuasion? 17.
All right, what do you want for it?
How much was it? Or should it be 7?
So if you want it outright, it's just going to be instead of what you're wearing, it's going to be 750 gold. He's like, yeah, that nasty fucking hat on your head. You think it's better than that? I can combine it. I can make it better than that. 1,000 gold.
750 and you have a deal.
900.
8.
Make another persuasion check.
What is that?
3.
8.
Oh, I'm sorry.
11.
800. Final offer.
775.
Fine. You from Glista?
Of course I am. Can't you tell from my
I
accent?
can tell from your accent it's terrible.
Where the fuck are you from?
Well, obviously, I'm from Themalia, We hate you people.
Oh, that's why you sound like a fucking jack off.
You know what? I hate those fucking Glister folks. I'm glad they all died out from that coffin
Just
disease.
make my goddamn hat.
You
so
know
I can
what?
go.
Whatever. As he takes it and he just starts like working on it in the back room. Yeah, this is all like it's coming back to you. This fight, like appreciation, but like anger with each other. If like the northern area of Thar is there's this just like it's a hardy group of people.
Okay.
Think just the Northeast. It's Boston, New York. This idea that like things can get cold and people just rely on each other, but they're also like a little antagonistic with each other. And you're like, oh, I remember this past from myself, this version. You don't remember much of your time in Glister other than do you want to tell what your history was with Glister? I can tell you because I remember what you told me.
I need to reread my notes.
But basically, you were a young gnome, and your people all died out from a mysterious disease.
That's right. Yes.
Not everyone died, but it was kind of like the spark that gave you this desire to find the cure for all things. It set you off on your journey as a doctor, and yeah, you haven't really been back since. Before the shifting, before you left, and you were the last thing you remember at the masquerade ball you were at is your son, your adopted son, Halivaster, told you to return home before you disappeared.
Oh, I just remembered that. Okay.
So you're close. You don't know what's there, but
her memories are still fogged, right?
yes. So
even though the
you remember how your memory
Morrigan.
was fractured now.
okay,
And
I remember how, but I don't remember all of the things.
So the way that ended up happening is you found this truth. It shattered your mind.
Right.
Your son brought you and your husband to Marwa to reconstruct your mind to the best of its ability, and it just like it's a bunch of Swiss cheese. You remember some parts, but it's all kind of blending together.
Okay.
That was the one thing that you couldn't remember that far back,
Okay.
or that specific point in your history. You can remember parts before it, but it all feels very like someone else lived this life.
Okay.
And it still kind of feels that way.
But I get moments of familiarity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, you get a hat of disguise that can also serve as a horn of warning.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else?
I'm in the shop with her. And I'm okay. I'm all set. Thank you so much.
He's like, you look like you need this, and he hands you this silver bar, like it's like a cylinder.
Okay.
He gives it to you. He's like, you've been stressed lately, haven't you?
A little bit, yeah.
I can tell. You're missing the one that you like the most.
Yeah, I would say so.
What's he gonna do with that bar?
Well, here, I'll show you. And he
no.
clicks a button on the side, and he says, drop it.
I drop it.
And as you drop it, it just stays where it is.
Oh.
Neat.
Cool.
This is an immovable rod.
Ooh, okay.
He's like, when my boyfriend left me,
Oh.
this helped me out on very long nights.
Agnes looks at it. Did you clean it?
Yes. Yeah, I did. I would clean it again just to be safe.
Okay. Thank you. I will try to figure out what you mean, and then I grab it.
So you have an immovable rod.
Okay.
And it is curved at both ends, don't worry.
Oh my god. I thought you were gonna say something that we talked about off stream.
No.
Just moments ago.
No, not that. So yeah, anything else before you guys head out?
Agnes puts on her hat
Yeah.
and immediately turns into a young tiefling woman.
What does she look like?
She is yellow with purple horns. She looks absolutely fucking disheveled and crazy.
Okay.
But Agnes is just like smitten with her new hat.
Yeah, it is. You guys see the character creation from Baldur's Gate 3 of just like all
Yeah,
of it.
it keeps changing, glitching out.
And just like, and people are staring, and you're all like, we should probably go at this point.
Oh, this is fun.
As you guys are making your way back to the pirate's booty, what's everyone's passive perception?
9.
11.
Sorry, let me see. 13.
Sorry. Perception is 13.
Okay. The two of you, Zephyriel and Ten, you return to the ship, and it looks functional now. But you see you see the captain speaking to a gnomish woman. She's kind of covered in greens, and she's got like poofy brown grayish hair. As he waves at you guys and kind of invites you over.
Okay.
As you approach, this woman turns around. She's wearing leathers, and she's got like green leaves on her shoulders. And she looks you all, and she says, hello, sorry to bother you. My name is Bryn Timbernose. And she looks at Agnes. Are you still in your tiefling form?
Yes.
She says, I was sorry. I found this ship by happenstance. I saw you fall from the sky. I'm trying to get back to Waterdeep or Anfall to be most. And she says, I have some friends. I can't contact them right now, but she holds up a mossy stone. Agnes, you know this woman. This is Bryn Timbernose. She is the
part of the Enclave.
the Emerald Enclave outside of Waterdeep.
Oh shit.
And she has a sending stone.
That's connected to the Zeminel.
Yes, it is.
She takes off her hat.
She says, oh, Miss Dr. Warshawill, correct?
Yes. What's your name again?
Bryn Timbernose.
Yes, Bryn. I remember you.
How do you know everybody?
I'm old.
She says, it is quite fortuitous. I've been noticing a lot of connections that nature has been bringing me closer to this, but I followed a messenger pigeon that delivered this as she, and I always forget his name, Rogar says, yes, you all have mail. I didn't know people knew where you were, as
Ten has never received mail before in his life.
as he points, he says a golden bird landed here and delivered these. As you have 4 golden envelopes, all addressed to you in very fine filigree by name.
She says, wait, do you still have the sending stone to Zeminel?
She holds it up. She says, "This?
Yes.
Yes, I was just speaking with him."
Will you tell him where I am and that I'm safe? He doesn't know.
Yes, gladly.
Or them, excuse me.
Yeah, he seems okay. He has found some people. What is their names? A man named Tom. He's with a man named. He was with Raziel, your friend, and a man named Wall, who you don't recognize that name.
Tom?
Yes, he said his name. He's a very lucky man.
Okay, I know that person.
And she says it is very interesting how fortune has brought some of us together. Almost too fortunate. As she kind of is, you can tell that she feels like suspicious that this is all working out too well. And Zephyr just is like, road trip, let's go. But yeah, you all have these 4 golden envelopes. What would you like to do?
Open it.
Yeah.
It is a invitation, and it says, "You have been cordially invited to the naming of my successor, the great betrayer, the gilded one, The one who will bring us all hope and dreams, Orax, is looking for his next person to serve under him. His child, the one he calls. You've been cordially invited to decide whether or not you are the one. The Tournament of Fortune in the city of Shade.
Shade.
And if we look at the map,
Oh.
the city of Shade, he has been invited. He's like, others have been, and the guest list is there as well. It has people named Lucky Tom has been invited, Prasa has been invited, Zeminel has been invited, Safina has been invited, Raziel has been invited, Merrimack has been invited, and a man named Wall has been invited.
Who's this wall?
I don't know. But the Tournament of Fortune, you are all invited to partake in.
Do we all know names on this list?
When is the tournament?
It's in the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
So will we have time to hit Glister and then the tournament?
Yeah, most definitely.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, Agnes is like, my entire party is there.
As are mine.
Mine, ours too.
Seems maybe.
Yeah.
This is
I
almost
I tip
too-
my skipper hat and go, I accept. I close it.
And as you say that, you see your name just dissipate, and it just kind of crumples into like a flying crane and just goes off. RSVP accepted.
Okay.
Do you all accept?
Yeah, Agnes says, yeah, me too.
Let's go.
I
Hell
cordially accept.
All of your cranes fly out. Harlow, you see this you see the threads kind of tighten and go. Your threads of fate are now pulling you closer to the city of Shade. No matter of your path and decision, you will end up there at some point in your lives. Either sooner rather than later, maybe. You're not sure, but it is something you've agreed to. So yeah, you can all jump on the pirate's booty and make your way to Glister.
Wait, so is Bryn coming with us?
Bryn is coming with you. She's trying to get back home. As you have the day to kind of do your own thing. Zephyr begins kind of playing on the drum, and she's just like, okay, so we've got the harp, we've got the drum, we've got your lute. I never asked you, what are we wishing for? I mean, I know what I want to wish for, but I kind of already achieved that.
Well, what do you want to wish for, my love?
Well, I wanted to be the most famous singer on the Sword Coast, but I'm kind of already that. So
That is true.
I don't know. I mean, and I don't need love because I've got. I mean, I guess we could wish to find our boy, Arvos.
I would love to find Arvos.
But
I'm thinking I have confidence we're gonna find Arvos. I'm wondering if there's something like bigger, like something involving me not having to get on the throne, and not have to die to like save.
I like that.
The threads of fate. Maybe kill a god, as it were. Like if that just happened to come up, maybe something like that.
You, as you're flying, you hear the captain. You hear Rogar says, I hear that there's a Bandalore on the Pirate Islands that's pretty famous.
A bandoloo.
Yeah, like one of those big ones that the pirate king tends to play to sway the masses.
Well, where's this pirate island?
And he will go back all the way down here, right there.
Okay, well it's quite a ways.
He's like, yeah, I mean, we could get there. It's a bit off, outside of the realm of us getting there. We'd have to make a few stops, but,
So many side quests.
Oh. Enter the open world portion.
Yeah, I gotta breed a golden chocobo.
He says, I heard rumors, though, as I went into town. There seems to be a monster in the Sea of fallen stars. People are saying a Tarask is coming north.
Oh, that's where the Tarask is. Well. Maybe that's two birds with one stone.
Make a nature check for me.
So many options. I'm overwhelmed.
Brilliant disc 3. 12.
The basic knowledge you know of Tarasks is that these are, when he says Tarask, like, you guys had a Tarask child.
Right.
This is, the way he makes it sound is this is the mother.
Yeah.
And Tarasks are basically walking catastrophes.
And that child came from that egg that was in Baldur's Gate?
Correct.
Okay.
You had an egg, you had an egg, and you had an egg. Somehow it all connected you. But yeah, you can go toward the Tarask, but it's also just like, what are you going to do when you get there?
Well, can she smell us too? Because we have the spores from the child, right?
Then it hits you. Oh God. She can smell you. She's coming north because she can smell you.
Okay, so she'll just follow us.
Potentially.
Okay.
So we gotta find.
Do we not know this?
You don't know that.
Okay.
We're talking very casually about it.
Oh yeah, we smell like a Tarask.
Yeah.
Because
We mothered her child.
it hatched in our presence, spread,
Love
these
gas.
pheromones on us.
Yeah.
And now it thinks we're its mother, and its mother is after us.
That sounds really complicated.
And
It's not great.
where is the child?
We don't know.
We don't know.
Lost when we.
The last you saw, the child was with Celine in the bottom of the chasm.
Celine.
That's right.
Fucking Celine.
Messy bitch.
So it seems to me we got to either find this baby or find all these instruments, because then we got this wish. We can just say like, no more Tarask. But then
But then we also need to kill the god, and also
there's
make
a
sure
lot
we
to be
don't
done.
count
Yeah.
our own.
No, we're quite busy.
And what about the games now, or whatever it's called?
That's
the
coming.
tournament.
Tournament of
The
Fortune.
tournament of all stars at the city of Shade.
It's just in time for All Stars 12.
Yeah.
This sounds like a RuPaul fucking
Yeah.
show.
Maybe.
This
I
is
mean,
our pride
City of
event.
Shade.
I'm just saying, with the City of Shade, in the Tournament of All Stars is happening during Pride Month, so get your tickets now.
And we're already in brackets.
It's
Can-
something clever. Is
Yeah. So yeah, you get the sense that you could probably make it to the Pirate Islands. The time that you did see your friends, though, they were on a ship in an ocean. Some of your friends might be like close to the Pirate Islands. So, it's going to take another day for the sending stone to be able to be active. So you can potentially send a message to Zephyr to connect with him. Zeminel, sorry.
I'm right here.
That's why I didn't put the two of you on the same team, because I would be messing it up a lot.
Well, I don't know, y'all.
Well, we're already going
Towards Glister.
toward
Oh, we
Glister.
already are.
Yeah.
And like it or not, they're making that disease. So like,
You have
and
to
like
choose
it or not,
something.
even if we headed down toward the sea, we got no way to deal with this
And
Tarask.
Glister is
Yeah.
much
Not yet.
closer, right?
I-
Yes.
So let's stay the course. But good to know. Good knowledge.
We have options for
Okay.
later.
All right. So, Zephyr's like, I'm okay with wishing for whatever you need, babe. And yeah, maybe we can. And she looks at the list again of the guest list that's coming, and she says, guests of honor are like in small print. She's like, wait, and Arvos is part of that, as well as a number of other people. Glob has
Oh
invited.
my god.
Gloriana Duskwhistle is invited.
This really is the tournament of all stars.
Roderick Pelliard is invited.
Oh, really?
crazy.
It's like all these random people, and then you see these names are starting to like appear on this guest list. This is an active like.
Wait, is Alara on it?
Alara is not on it.
Oh no.
Zephyr's like, oh, this seems a little saturated now. I don't feel
Or
as
maybe-
honored.
Pippin Whistlewick is invited.
Really?
Fuck him.
I'm surprised that he made the cut.
Yeah, seriously.
You don't know. You know that Alora might be ambered, which might be the
Oh,
reason.
true. What about Amelia?
Amelia is not on it.
Elwyn.
Elwyn, it's weird. Make a perception check.
A perception check. Okay.
I'll give you the help action.
Uh,
If I know where to.
11 or 9.
It's very confusing. Elwyn Nocturne's name appears and disappears consistently. It's like in and out, in and out. It's like, is she coming or not? You're not sure.
Is Celine on the list?
No. But Malik is.
Okay, we have to go.
But these again are all names. Elwyn's the one that's doing it the most, but some of them are fading in and out. Malik's is one of them. So it's you get the sense that
They're like undecided.
Maybe.
maybe the invite has been sent, but it is not. And then Zephyr's like, okay, yeah, let's go. Maybe we can figure out what to do next once we get there. But yeah, let's take this little detour. I'd say, Agnes, you notice that Rogar and Bryn are talking to each other, and they make eye contact with you specifically, and then they look away. They're like you can tell that they're talking about you.
You know, it's impolite to speak about people behind the backs.
Make an insight check.
6.
They say, we're not talking about you. You can't tell if they're lying or not.
Do you want me to cast Zone of Truth?
Yes, do it.
I cast Zone of Truth on them.
And they kind of look at you, and they're both upset and confused.
Secrets don't make friends.
And they say, there's something wrong with your friend.
I'm right here.
They both look at you. I'd say make an insight check, 10.
16.
These are two. You've seen Roderick. He has like this morning ritual sometimes where he prays to the goddess Shanti.
Oh, you mean Rogar?
Rogar. Sorry, I said Roderick.
Yeah.
Rogar prays to the goddess of nature. And Bryn
Seems earthy.
seems earthy, druid. They seem as like holy people or connected to some sort of faith, not really keen towards Agnes for some reason.
She's an eccentric, but define something wrong.
Like, can't you see? There's an aura about her. Something the gods don't like.
Oh, great.
Some are just disfavored.
We're just a little concerned. is
I
all.
have traveled with Agnes now and gone through so much with her. We can rely on her.
So you say. As they kind of go back and they're just like staring and they're like just keeping an eye on you.
She obviously has her pipe out. She blows a giant cloud at them and just goes.
And you don't feel any threat towards them, but you now get the sense that anyone with some connection to a god feels this level of uneasiness around you.
And it's just me
Mhm.
because I'm marked.
Mhm.
Cool.
0.5 of this new bandana comes over to you and like nuzzles you.
Oh yeah, make a dexterity check.
Just a flat dexterity
Yeah,
check.
to see.
How good of a bandana
Yeah.
is. It's a natural 20.
Yeah, it is a beautiful. It is a beautiful magenta bandana.
Yes.
0.5 is very happy. It clashes with his green skin.
That's why I chose it.
Yes.
Agnes takes out some candies and gives it to
You see it go through his translucent body. he is very appreciative.
That's a good boy. That's
Anything else before you guys land in Glister?
I'm good, I think. I hold my new rod with my skipper hat, and I'm like, where to, Captain?
You guys notice as Zephyriel pushes the button ever so briefly, and then the ship starts moving away without him as he's like.
And he put his rod back in the booty.
That's for later. So yeah, you come across, you start coasting into Glister, and it is this almost sheer rock face as you see an old city of just like homes kind of built into the side of a mountain. And as you get closer, it looks abandoned, but you see a handful of gnomes just kind of piddling about. It's a long kind of abandoned city. And Agnes, you feel this like sadness. You haven't been here in a long time, and you know what happened here when you were a young person. As it lands, you all disembark, and a few gnomes approach. An old male gnome kind of approaches. He says, "I don't know what has given us the fortune of welcoming such highfalutin people, but welcome to Glister. Not much to be had here, but Aggie? Aggie, is that you?
Who are you?
Your brother?"
Huh?
And you don't recognize this man, but he's as old as you. It's your little brother.
No. I'm the
Filio.
only one left.
No, you saved some of us. It's me, Filio.
Filio?
Filiopis.
Oh,
Do you forget about me again?
yeah.
All right, everyone come on in. We've got other visitors. As he opens the door to one of his, like it's a smaller hovel, you come in, and sitting at the table is this woman clad in black with shadows around her, and she says, "Visitors? Well, the Thayan representative of the Pale March welcomes you to Glister." And that's where we're going to end it. So,
Elvira.
yeah, basically, it is this woman. She's got like long black hair. It's kind of like in her eyes, but like a low cut dress, and she's just like sitting there.
Sounds like my kind of lady.
Yeah, a very the Shadow Witch.
Killer.
Yeah. So, so yes, thank you everyone. Again, thank you to Gamely for sponsoring us. Use the QR code on the screen to get 3 free months of Gamely to find other gamers like us. But we'll be back tomorrow for the Southern Route. I don't even know what they're doing. It's been a while, so check it then at 7 p.m. and then Monday for more stuff. But yeah, thank you. Have a good night, guys.
Bye, guys.